From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there. Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you've all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to, how can I say this, to persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free rein, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One
And what if
after
I
the
fail?
other. I have faith in you, my son. Great faith. That notwithstanding, should any of them resist, we'll decide what to do afterwards. Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then. chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. Emma?
Come in, Louis. What can I do for you?
What, with the conference soon upon us, I would have thought that...
You are absolutely right. I wanted to wait a bit before talking to you, but as you are here, I've been thinking about what we shall do once we get back. How to arrange the house, prepare the rooms for the children. Yes, I want 3, and the first one will be a boy. We shall call him Louis, like his father.
Oh, man, this just keeps getting worse. She's drifting deeper into madness. Right. I can't exactly leave her like this, let alone allow her to be manipulated for the sake of this cursed conference. Mortimer has to help her. Please excuse me, madam. Just remembered. I've got something to do.
Come back quickly, my love.
I'll see you later, madam. I must warn Mortimer that she can't go on like this. I'm sure he can help her. Golden elixir. All right, I've retrieved everything. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Talk to von Wollner. Blast it. Holmes is with him. Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. Just my luck. He'll only talk to the Duke. Right. We'll have to fix that. barrel's been broken for quite some time. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. What is... Yes! Yes! At last I found it! Al-Azif! Well, you gotta admit, you did give us a run for our money. Huh? What? A page has been torn out. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special. Dear Monsieur Peru, I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Great, honey. Great, honey. Golden elixir. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly. Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I've come just as a friend.
No matter how I look at it, between my affection for you and the conference, I can't hide my disappointment that you're changing sides, Louis. With all due respect to Lord Mortimer, how could you follow him like this?
I understand your disappointment, Your Eminence, but I have good reason to.
It's got nothing to do with it, but you didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Poor man seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me exactly?
Your Eminence, maybe you ought to get some rest. You look exhausted.
Out of the question, Louis. I haven't come here to rest, and my obligations come before my personal needs. Don't take this the wrong way, Louis, but I would like to be on my own just now. As I already said, I shouldn't even have opened the door to you, and I'm exhausted. I won't change my vote for the conference. I'm sorry for you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be on my way now. Damn it. I'll have to tell Mortimer that I didn't manage to convince Piaggi. Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
Mr. President, I was looking for you.
Well, and are you, would you believe it? What on earth are you up to now? You make me change my mind for the vote of the conference, and then you proceed to change sides yourself?
Yes, I do understand you being surprised. I'm sorry, but there have been new developments since then.
What are you talking about?
Honestly, it took me many hours of discussion with Lord Mortimer, Mr. Bonaparte, and others for me to get the big picture.
All the same, you might have told me.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. At first, I was just trying to find arguments against them, but the image of an American nation hand in hand with France.
Yes, all right, fine. Let's move on.
Listen, I must apologize once again, but it's not too late.
Louis, listen. This is the last time you'll be dragging me into any such schemes. You realize you are playing with the destinies of nations. For goodness sake, grow up, young man.
You're right, Mr. President. I cannot apologize enough. Please come back to us.
Of course I shall come back. But from now on, please keep me out of your shenanigans.
I promise, Mr. President.
And try to stick with one opinion, at least until the vote.
You have my word.
Good. Now leave me, I have work to do.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet? I am surprised you dare speak to me.
Come now, my Lord Duke.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the bounce. This might be hard for you to believe, but things have changed.
What are you implying?
It turns out that England is going to follow Mortimer.
Are you joking? The Duchess has no interest in persuading the Queen to follow France.
No, Emily has no interest in following France. On the other hand, she will have an interest in following her father.
What? The Duchess is Mortimer's daughter?
That's right.
Good Lord! He has taken us all for a ride. The worm has been in the fruit since the very beginning. Do you have any more information like this? I have a funny feeling you're hiding something from me. Why exactly did you choose to follow Lord Mortimer?
I have no faith in Sir Gregory.
Indeed. And why is that?
I don't know. He acts like someone who knows they've already lost.
Of course.
Given Mortimer's team, honestly, didn't you have any doubts about your winning?
Sorry, not for 1 second.
So, I expect Sir Gregory is reassured.
No.
Oh, and why would that be?
He is worried. He thinks Lord Mortimer is planning something.
It all seems too easy to him, doesn't it?
Yes, but I'm sure Sir Gregory's concern is not justified.
Or, rather, he knows he's already lost.
But
not once has Lord Mortimer been the least bit worried. Not once has he wavered. Never has he had the slightest doubt.
And do you know the reason for such confidence?
No. I didn't need to ask whether or not to join Mortimer. He acts like a winner. He knows he's going to win. The game is over, and Holm knows it as well.
But where did we go wrong then? Luis, tell me, where did we go wrong?
They're all going to vote for Mortimer, Manuel.
But, no, that is impossible.
Will you be the only one to raise a hand in favor of Sir Gregory?
But
the one to whom everything happens, who reaps all the consequences?
No, I cannot afford to lose. For Spain! I do not want Spain to pay the price of an alliance made too hastily. Not because of me. Indeed, it would seem things have changed. Thank you for letting me know, Luis. May I call you Luis?
Of course you can, Manuel.
In fact, to be perfectly honest, I never really made up my mind.
Naturally.
Yes. Do you think Lord Mortimer will tell me a little more about this if I pop in to see him? What is more normal than wanting to get informed before you make a decision?
Yes, I won. Look at him, squirming on the end of a hook so as not to lose face. I love it. Of course, he'd be delighted.
Perfect. It's a deal. You can count on me at the conference, Luis.
Marvelous. If you don't mind, I'll be leaving you now. I'll go straight to Mortimer to tell him the good news.
Yes, please do. Go ahead, Luis.
Right. Let's use this opportunity to get inside Godoy. I've got a few things I'd like to say to Mr. von Volner. Just one moment, my Lord Duke.
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Duke Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Volner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked him for, maybe. He's back from the landing stage. Damn. He must have gone to deposit Al Azif for someone to pick up.
Mr. von Volner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Because Holm is finished, and he isn't worth us sinking with him as he goes down. Because, after all, we're the ones taking all the risks. If Sir Gregory loses this conference, in actual fact, he loses nothing at all.
Ah, be quiet, Godoy. You don't know what you're talking about. Sir Gregory has more to lose here than anyone. He serves people high up who might not forgive him if he fails. Whereas the only risk you run is a call to order from your king. But I trust you. You can always implore your queen.
This is not a good start.
You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johann. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly?
About you? Next to nothing. Except that you happen to be Sir Gregory Holmes' son, right?
What? What do you mean? But,
now I'm starting to be of interest to you, no?
I've never spoken to anyone about that.
Quite surprising, isn't it? You see, I'm full of surprises. In short, whether he's your father or not makes no real difference to me.
Speak for yourself.
Come on, Johan. Don't make me laugh. He has never thought of you as his son. I'd wager that you'd always hoped he would one day, even though he treated you like a master treats a useful slave. He is at best a mentor. Stop me if I'm wrong.
But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know everything. He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really? And what do you think that might be?
I've heard things.
What are you talking about?
It would seem that Lord Mortimer has Sir Gregory under his thumb. He has something on him that frightens him.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm not sure, but I'm convinced that Holm won't go through with total opposition. And in the end, he will do whatever Lord Mortimer tells him to. All of this is just a facade, so he doesn't lose face. Holm is like a cornered rat.
Listen, I haven't the foggiest what you are spouting on about, but Sir Gregory has never been afraid. I don't know what you're playing at, Godoy, but this isn't the kind of argument that's going to make me follow you. Now you're going to listen to me, you filthy traitor. Not only do I count on voting for Holm, but once we've won the conference, it will give me great pleasure to track down all those who betrayed him and make them wish they'd never been born. Now, is that clear?
Perfectly. But I did warn you.
That's right. Now, get out of here.
Good luck.
Damn it. That's not going to please Mortimer. Good. I mustn't lose too much time. See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.